Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to Crushers TV, coming to you live once again from Can TV Studios. Today I have Khalid and I have Nick Go Crazy with me. Both of these guys, they are artists. They're both in school right now. You feel me? Like you said, rappers, not just a regular artist, but my boy is a rapper.
Yep.
He does this full-heartedly, whole time almost, you
Like
know?
both of us cold like that. I ain't gonna lie. Both of us cold like that.
For sure. Hey, so you want to introduce yourselves, let them know something about you guys, you know?
Alright, so I'll go first. We can say the best for last. So my name Nick Go Crazy. Nicholas Myers for the real. I do rapping. I do this little thing I'm doing right now. Go to school, Ain't really that much. Usually play the game, but I'm mostly like, you probably go see in this podcast. I got a personality for real on me. You don't know that, but you go see it. So, well, look, it ain't really nothing that like that. Just rapping, I like be chilling on the game and stuff. Just be like a normal teenage life like that, most. But just look out for me in the future, cause I am gonna be at that top. I ain't gonna lie, I am gonna be at the top. But what you got, Khalid?
Nothing. I just go to school. I just be rapping. I be playing games and stuff. I'm trying to make a video shoot, but my mama won't let me yet.
Hey, and that's how real it is. He's 11 years old. He has a passion he wants to chase full-heartedly, but
I'm finna
still
turn
gotta,
12
you
next
feel me,
year.
listen to what your parents say at the end of the day. And in due time, I'm pretty sure you will get that video shoot.
Yep.
Now, today I want to talk about, goals, you feel me? Goals, they're a major part of life, you feel me? In order to achieve anything, you got to set that goal to achieve it, and you feel me? Do your due diligence in order to get those goals. So, I want to ask you guys, like, do you have any goals?
Yeah.
What's like 2 or 3 goals, like, right off the top of your head without thinking?
Alright, so 1 is to drop a song every week. 2 is to get my grades up to like at least a 3.5 so I can, get to the college that I want to go to. And 3 is really just to like keep myself in check and just keep myself on track so I can get everything done that I want to get done.
Yeah, that's great, bro. It's real, actually inspirational, honest. I like that, for real. What about you, Khalid?
Nothing really.
You don't got any goals?
Not really.
You want your music video out, right?
Right.
Yeah.
That's a
That's
goal.
one of my goals.
Alright, so what's some stuff that you want to do that you just can't do right now?
I wanna play. I wanna be in a basketball team, and I wanna make my music video.
Okay. That's dope, man. Even at 11 years old, you got some real powerful goals. That's strong. So,
Wait, you forgot to tell me something, Kevin.
what you got to tell them?
You forgot to tell me something. That we in the boxing club.
No, they already know.
Ha.
But yeah, we
We crushing
the Crushers Club, you feel me? There's also a boxing club involved with the program, for therapeutic reasons, not really competition at the moment.
Yeah.
But the question I was going to bring up was, living in the Inglewood area or just like, commuting through the area, do you feel like, some of the things that you see or been around affect the way that you go about making your goals or, just about anything, the way you go about anything, you feel me?
I mean, it don't really. First of all, it don't really like affect none of my goals. The goals that I made is just how I personally like feel the stuff around my environment and all that. It affects how I move around and stuff like that. How I've been growing up, but since I've been growing up around it so long, it's really like it ain't nothing new. It's just the same, just immune to it. Like we'd be outside, you hear shooting. We don't like as long as it's not close to us. We'd just be going about our day doing like what we normally do. We wouldn't be scared like unless it's close. We wouldn't be scared or nothing like that. It'd just be normal, which is not like good like that. But
Yeah, for sure. I mean, yeah, it sucks that you had to actually get used to something like that, you feel me? Like, that actually shouldn't have to be the normal, you feel me? Like, honestly, I feel like, it should be things that's like, done to actually prevent that because, you being a kid in high school, you should only have to focus on, kid things. You shouldn't have to worry about, like, gun violence or even like being directly affected by that. You feel me?
Yeah.
What would you say like how do you just feel about like Inglewood personally? You feel me?
Inglewood personally, of course, there's a lot of things wrong with it, but I mean, like, it's just to me, it's normal. But like, I know it's a lot of gun violence going on with it and all that. But me, just going about my normal daily life is just it don't really affect me that much. But I still know that it's going on out there, and it's like, of course, I gotta like can't go on these certain blocks and all that. Can't be doing like you just gotta watch yourself out there. Just gotta keep your surroundings in check and all that. Just Inglewood and all together is just it's like a pretty dangerous place, but it's like just I mean you could do stuff to fix it, help it more, but it's always I wouldn't say it's always gonna be like this because you never know what's gonna happen, but like it's
Right.
like it's always gonna be that little stuff left behind that's gonna keep the cycle going on, you know.
Right. No, that's real. So it basically from what I'm hearing from you is like you kind of like even amidst the negative energy and interactions, you still maintain a positive energy.
Yeah.
Would you say that's hard to do with everything that's going on in the neighborhood?
For me, nah, it's not really hard to do to keep myself positive. Like it's not really hard for me to do, cause like of course it's affecting it, but my mindset and just like I don't really put myself in those type of situations where I gotta like worry or like have my like watch my back all that for them type of situations. Of course, it's always them like you know how they get the wrong person and stuff like they go down the block, think that you that person and try to
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm glad that didn't happen to me. But like yeah, I haven't put myself in that situation where I gotta look behind my back and check all my surroundings and stuff.
For sure. So you seems like somebody directly affected by like the gun violence or like the mistaken identity and things like that.
Yeah.
How would you say that affected you?
I would say it was like one was a mistake and the other one it was like just they was targeting. One was my dad and then one was my cousin. The most recent one was my cousin. He like it was he was mistaken for my other cousin because he like I ain't gonna say who he is, but yeah, he was mistaken for that. And when he was white, they was walking out this little restaurant and they thought he was him, so they just shot him up and stuff. And he like just my other cousin came to our house and like we thought it was him that died, but it was his brother. So
Right.
yeah, it was just that was me seeing that. It was like I think I was 16, so it wasn't that like it was like a couple months back. I don't even think it was a year yet, but yeah, that just like I was like I didn't know how to feel about it. It was just over. It was just like emotions just mixing up in that moment. Then with my dad, I was like young. I was like young. So it was like I think either 7. I think I was like 7 or something. He was like it's down the street. My house down the street, and like it wasn't his house, but it was like my auntie house. It was right there. And we out of nowhere, he just like I think this happened 2 times, cause he got shot up. He got shot up like right down the street from me, and all I seen was police cars and the flashing lights and all that. And my mama just like putting me in the car to like take me to my grandma's house and all that. That was a traumatizing moment. I ain't gonna lie. That was definitely a traumatizing moment. I'm glad that he made it through that though, cause you got shot up like that. But yeah. So
Sure. Nah, I definitely feel you. So basically, you feel me? I was gonna ask you, if given the power, would you do something to like try to change or prevent even those type of situations from happening to other people?
yeah, like gun violence and stuff.
Yeah, just like the whole spectrum of it, from the mistaken identity to the gun and gang violence to all of that.
I mean, like if I was given the power, yeah, I would try to help. But it's like all these people around, like that's like you can't just like in one whole thing, you can't just like make a whole solution for all these people that's like doing mistaken identities or getting guns, because like they put all these laws on guns, but people still getting ways to like get them and stuff. So I don't really see how I can like. Of course, I can raise more awareness for it and stuff if I'm given the power and all that. But I don't see how I can like all together just stop it all at once. I don't think that is. I think that it's gonna keep going. I don't think that it's gonna be I don't think it's gonna be able to like stop completely because it's like a cycle. So, but I mean, you can lower it down. Like, of course, you can lower it down, but it's just I don't know. I don't know like a solution that can like stop all these people because like people just minds different. Everybody different.
Would you do you think that the justice system can help, or is it like a flaw in the justice system that's the reason that it's even happening the way it is?
I mean, corruption is everywhere. So it's like, yeah, corruption everywhere. So, I mean, if like you really don't like, you would think that you know somebody, and then like you wouldn't know they real self, because people are good at hiding themselves. People are good at hiding their real self. You would never truly know somebody until you like find out how they actually are. So all these people that do like police training and all that, they like you wouldn't know they real motives until like something happened. Like yeah. So I mean, the justice system, it could try to do something, but you never know. It's like corruption everywhere. Like it could be a dirty cop there, and then a good cop and dirty cop. Like it's been multiple situations where it'd be a dirty cop and a good cop paired up, and once the good cop found out, it's just like so. But sometimes it's like nah, I don't know. Justice system, it can help, but like I don't see it.
I feel that.
Okay.
So, what was you gonna say, Clete?
What's the solution?
The solution?
Yeah.
That's great that you just asked me that, because that actually brought me into my next question. So I was gonna say, like, it's a myth that, one man can't really change the world by himself. But you feel me? One man can spark the change to actually, start that movement of change. You feel me? So what would you think you could do, or what would you say anybody could do to actually like spark that movement in the right direction?
I mean, if they got a high enough power and like more like if they got
even on the status level, just like a regular civilian who just goes to the grocery store. You feel me?
I mean, if a regular civilian, what I've heard what my mom told me, like what I've heard all my life is treat people how you want to be treated. So like I mean, if everybody was treated somebody how they wanted to be treated, I know this sound like a naive type stuff, but like if everybody was treated how they wanted to be treated, I would mean like it wouldn't be these conflicts and stuff. But I mean, humans are humans. They have errors. There's always gonna be conflict either way. So if a person would like think or try to put themselves in somebody else's shoes before they do this or do that to them, then I mean it could be a solution for that. It could be a solution that way.
For sure. So my fault, man. Ooh, lapse of thought. But yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, that's actually it's an honest answer, and I wholeheartedly agree with you, because I feel the exact same way. I think you feel me, a lot of times people kind of like overthink the actual subject when it comes to actually like working towards change and doing things, because like they feel they can't do anything without a certain level of status, because people kind of base the power they got in their tongue on the level of status that they have, which is something that people shouldn't really do for real, in my opinion. But you feel me, it's just one of them things where like you don't really gotta put too much thought into it. It's when I went to a laundromat one day, it was a guy. He was stupid. He was super irritated. He was like, "Man, people keep calling up here asking me if it's open. You just gotta come up here and see." You feel me? And it's basically the same thing with the working towards change. It's not like don't go around asking people. You feel me? Just go do it. You feel me? Go take your first step, because you never know who's watching that first step. By the time you taking your second step, somebody's taking that first step because you did.
You influenced them.
Yeah. So
that's what they say for the younger generation. They watching all these drill rappers and all that say all this and think that it's cool to go up and do all that.
Right.
Like, there's no consequences with it.
I think like the world, it could change. It'll change more in a better direction if it was more people that was like, don't do this, it's not cool. You feel me? Or like you see somebody getting bullied, you feel me? You step in and you tell them to stop, regardless if that's your homie or not. You feel me? Just like people not, going into people business, but just taking that extra step to actually do what's right. You feel me? But how do you like feel about Inglewood though? Aside from like the gun violence or any of that, just like the whole like the city, the good and the bad. You feel me? What's your like actual feeling of it?
Feeling, I actually like. To me, is like I like it a lot. Like I grew up here as well. Like where I feel like I belong. Like it's them times where you just like chilling. You just like it be them sights. It be like it just looks so beautiful and stuff. And like you just be having them out of body experience. Just like you just looking, just experiencing it all together. Just taking it slow mo, escaping from all your worries and all that. So like Inglewood, it's cool to me. The good things are the places that I grew up on and stuff. I like it. I like it a lot. But besides the bad things, yeah, everything good. I like it.
For sure. So would you say you like proud to actually like live in Inglewood? Like that's something you could say like with your chest out. Like I'm from Inglewood. You feel me?
Yeah, I'm proud of that. But other people they use that as like a tough thing to say that like
sure.
tough. So.
I mean, it's Inglewood. It's not a soft city. You feel me? It's hard. It's hard out there. Actually, let's like span back to the gun violence topic. So I was like recently told by someone that like Highland, Indiana, they have like an assault rifle ban, and like they got like stricter and more extreme consequences for people caught with assault rifles. But in Inglewood, they don't have things like that. Actually, a couple of our kids were like just shot up. You feel me? And like honestly, me personally, I haven't seen anything in like that that particular area change in a way that actually make kids feel safe. Like kids are scared to actually get on the bus in Inglewood. You feel me? Like they scared to walk home. Things that kids shouldn't fear.
I mean, like I actually like in certain situations where I just be chilling in a car, like on my way to school or on my way back home, or some places, it just go through my mind like just watching these cars go by. It'd be like going through my mind like anybody could just like do a drive. I think that I'm the wrong person or something. That goes through my mind constantly when I'm like on the like driving and stuff. Like,
yeah, you think that could be because what happened with your cousin?
Yeah. It's like just all this gun violence and the stuff that you see on TV too. It's just like stuff like it's a lot of stuff that just goes into your head and just gets you paranoid about a lot of stuff.
Yeah, that's real. So how do you feel about like trauma therapy? Do you feel like it's enough access to that in the city?
Nah, not really. I mean, like Crushers Club, one of them, but like I don't really see that many other trauma therapy. Like I don't really see them other things. Like I mean, in schools they kind of got them, but it don't really work like that.
Right.
Like we had, and like it was O2. We had like this little therapy. I think it was CPS, Child Protective Service. That was for another situation. But yeah, they had like this little therapy thing going on, and that ain't really help with nothing that we went through or nothing. So I don't really think that we don't got enough people to actually care about it for real. I don't think.
Do you think if there was like more access to trauma therapists that like violence would like kind of like go down a little?
I mean, yeah, a lot of people just want to be understood. A lot of people just want to like have somebody that connects with them and understand how they feeling and something like, because a lot of holding in a lot of stuff could cause like violence for real. It could just build up a lot of malicious intent and just how you just like break down or just do something that you don't even like you regularly as a person wouldn't do for real. So it's just like it just like controls your mind.
Yeah, so basically from what you just said, it sounds like trauma therapy it's a necessity. Like it's good that we get it at the Crushers Club, but we need more places that actually give trauma therapy, because in Inglewood it's a lot of people who's like traumatized by a lot of different situations, So I think, I agree with you saying like, that trauma therapy is gonna help. Do you think it's anything else like trauma therapy that can actually like help or
Probably
prevent? I mean, it's like a lot of people, they do a lot of stuff to use as therapy for themselves. Like, can we say like This one or no? Alright, so it's a lot of people use stuff to use for therapy for themselves, like, you know, extracurricular activities and stuff. It's just like, but I mean, I guess you could call those other things, but it really ain't helping. It's more like nullifying it, like just bringing it up, like pushing it down and it's gonna rise back up later on. It's like, well, I don't really think that's helping like that. So I just feel like people just need to like talk it out for real with somebody, or just like have somebody listen for real. So
How do you feel about meditation?
meditation, I actually tried that. I actually tried that before when I was like, I wouldn't say depressed, cause I don't want to say that I'm depressed, cause like when I'm down and I think that I'm depressed, I just think that it's a lot of people out there going way worse stuff way worse stuff than me. So I'm just like, why am I supposed to be depressed when it's all these other people like probably over here don't got nowhere to live, got like all this stuff just built up on them and stuff, and they just like, you know, it's people out there smiling that got all this stuff behind them, but they don't let nobody know, which is another reason why therapy really needs. So wait, what was the question again, because I forgot going
I was basically saying, do you feel like there's something other than trauma therapy that can actually like, you know, help with like, you know, traumatic situations, actually like, you know, dealing with them and accepting or reflecting or even just getting past them?
Yeah, that's really. I think it's just people like you just need to let it out with some like with people judgmental. So like it's some like you can't really like express yourself all the way as much as you want to when it's like judgmental people out there. You got in the back of your mind that they might use this against me later on, or something else. Like it's always that thought. So you can't really like just pour your whole like feelings or soul out to somebody. So I feel like I see why it's people that keeps it in. It's people that goes through it without telling people like, oh, I can handle this on my own. I don't need nobody else to tell. I don't want to. It's people that don't like to feel vulnerable. It's people that don't like to feel vulnerable at all. I ain't gonna lie, I'm one of them people. I don't like to feel vulnerable, and it's that feeling of being vulnerable is just not good at all. But sometimes it's good to just let all of it out, cause it'll help you later on. Like even though it keep coming back in your head, you just let it out. Just find some way. Like it's working out is a good way. Is a good way working out. Like getting yourself better is a good way. Like just bettering yourself make you feel like satisfaction. Just like you like just being better to yourself. That's what I feel like.
That's 100, bro. So you're a rapper, you feel me? Khalik's a rapper.
Yep.
I was gonna ask, well, basically, you feel me? Being rappers, that puts you in the lane of a creative, and
You do?
yeah, it puts you in the lane, and you're a creative because you're creating a product. You feel me?
I ain't know that.
Yeah. Hey, you learn something new every day. So basically, with that being said, do you feel like creating music helps with what you're going through? Like if you're dealing with hard situations, or you feel me, you're sad, or you know, stuff like that. Do you feel like making music actually like helps with like dealing with that?
Yeah. To me.
Yeah, I would say that it actually does help a lot, because like me making music is like being vulnerable without having to be vulnerable to a certain person or something. It's like being vulnerable in a stealth way, I guess. Like when I make my music, I base it off of how I feel at that time, or me just venting. Basically, my music just venting. Like this a little plug in, but Note to Self, that song was really just me telling myself that how like it was just me expressing my feelings, telling myself that I don't need to be over here like just this down for no reason for real, really, because like heartbreaks happen all the time, but it's just them times where you just think that like just I don't really know how to explain it. It's just like you lost in your own feelings, like you lost in your own brain. That's how it felt with me. So I just made that song, and after I made that song, it just like it felt like I vented it out. It felt like I let it loose, like let it go. So yeah, that's why I do think that music helps me a lot with my things that's going on and stuff, feelings.
That's real. Do you feel like it's easier to talk about your problems in music, or is it easier to talk to your problems to an actual person?
I would say it's easier to talk about my problems in music because it was like in music I could say what I really want, but like it's always that something that's holding you back from saying this or that. So with a person, I wouldn't really like I wouldn't really spill out everything to a person because like you never know like what they'd do. Like it's always the best friends, and then like something happen, y'all just out of nowhere enemies. They'll use that on you out of nowhere. You would just be like, you would just be lost, and you wouldn't even know what to do at that point.
Right.
And that causes like, I ain't gonna say it, but it causes like a lot of people to, do certain things that they don't need to do. So,
Yeah, it causes chaos.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's real. What about you, Khalid? Like, do you feel like it's easier for you to talk about your problems in music?
Yeah.
Or what about like talking to people?
I think I feel like talking about my problems by music.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's good. Like, what do you like? What's some can you like explain a little more? Like, basically tell me like how you feel me. Like, music is your like almost like your therapist. Like, how was it easier?
Because the first time I did it, it was with JoJo. He used to work at Crush Club, and I made a song over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my first song.
And do you think like it's easier for you to talk in the music because people don't really understand what you got to say?
Yeah.
That's real. Do you how do you feel like you can help people understand you more?
Like I don't really know. I don't really know, to be honest.
That's cool, bro. We can work on that after the podcast.
Alright.
Alright. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today. You feel me? We talked about, some of the issues in these two kids' lives and how they overcoming it and, how they going about life in a positive manner. Because at the end of the day, even though things are hard, that doesn't mean, give up. It just mean you gotta go harder. And from what I heard from both of these guys, all they doing is going harder when things got hard for them. And I can't do anything but commend that. But that's the end for today, man. Welcome to, we'll see you guys later. Press the end button for him.
It ain't working.
It's not working. You wanna rap?
They got a studio here?
Nah, man. Tell them about your music. Let's talk about your music.
Like, I made like a couple musics. The last time I made a music it was like yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I felt like making the music because I made one in like a week and I like making music just like Nick do.
What's your favorite song that you've made so far?
You know that Money Got Longer beat
Yeah.
that I use? That's one. That one.
That's your favorite song?
Yeah, Stop
What
All
you
That
like
Drama.
about it? The beat?
Yeah, and the part when I said stop all that drama.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, that part was hard. Like, who your favorite rapper?
Young boy.
I knew you was finna say Young Boy. What about Young Boy makes him your favorite rapper? What about Young Boy makes him your favorite rapper?
That be good.
He good. I feel like you be dancing to his music. You be in the Young Boy dance.
No.
When you gonna make your own dance?
Mm.
What would you call your own dance? The Khalid?
The Lil Khalid.
The Lil Khalid.
I need to think about that.
Yeah, you don't want to rush into it because you feel me. The name that you pick, you gotta stick with it, bro. Like, once you in there, you in there.